Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, we're cracking open a new bottle of Larceny C923. So, again, another bottle we've been searching long and far to try to get. Again, another bottle that is yet to make it to Massachusetts.
I think you are correct.
No,
I believe it's here.
Trust me, Steve's been on a hunt for this. We've all been looking. He did find this in the big state of Rhode Island, though. So, again, thank you very much, Steve, for tracking this down. So, we got this bottle for $65.99. It comes in at a whopping 126.4 proof. It's a blend of 6 to 8 years as a norm. They don't have it on the bottle. I think it might even say it on the back, like a blend of it. But the company, of course, because Heaven Hill, the mash bill is 68% corn, 20% wheat, 12% malted barley. And for those of you that may be new, that wasn't the best of cork pops. I just want to say
That might have been the way you did it.
Oh, wow. It's definitely human error on that one. It's C, which is the third. They have an A, B, and C expression, and then and that's what it is. It comes in like A, 123, B, 523, C, 923. And that is because A in 1, it comes out in January in theory. 5 is May, it comes out in theory, and 9
Don't mind us
being
washing
September. Yeah, I don't know how to pour. September, it comes out in theory. Again, this is October, so everybody's been searching long and far for Larceny and Elijah this week.
September in some other state besides Northeast.
Yeah, it did not come up this way, so.
But feel free, if you want to send us one, we'll get it out in September.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I did do my due diligence and wrote to a couple places just to see, like, feedback. Like, what are you requiring for any kind of a, so I could try to get a media sample like all the other people that are doing 13 Colony and everything. That people are getting sent all the goods. Hey, they didn't even.
Let me guess.
They didn't even write me back. Right? Exactly. They're like, obviously,
Who are you?
I don't even qualify for a email back. So that'll answer that.
Maybe that 2024, maybe.
Or they watch our reviews and realize I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because if they're going to send me something that sucks, I'm going to say it sucks. That's all there is to it.
But we kind of said it from day one.
Well, but maybe not everybody does that.
And it's our opinion.
100%. 100%.
We could be off.
But, no, right?
More than once, people said they loved it or hated it, and we're like, nah.
Totally opposite. Nice. I got to say, this nose is pretty good.
No, it is.
Right now. This is
we'll say that.
Because, in my head, I always think Elijah has a way better nose. And we just recently did.
I think this is a quicker nose, actually.
This is a bombing out of the glass. For
ultra caramel right off the bat.
Yeah. All right, let's get a sip. Now, I did this purposely. I didn't try anything. It's 126.4 proof. I figured we just did the 133 one, and I didn't prep before, so I wanted to try the same, like how much it hit me.
I already sipped it. I was going to let you go first.
Well, I'm trying to. It's got some pretty good viscosity. I can tell you that right now. There was a sweetness as soon as it hit my tongue.
There is that, and a slight little numbness. And that was a baby sip.
Mm-hmm. Mine was too, because I wasn't sure how hard the proof was going to hit. It didn't wallop me in the head like a hammer. I can tell you that. It was actually
fucking Wagnall again and wallop.
It was actually pretty gentle coming in.
It was,
there was more of a numbness than you didn't get the tingle, but it is a weeder. I thought of that while I kind of let it flutter on my tongue just to see And
then everyone's gonna say it's not it's not the 13 year, it's not the 12 year, it's 6-8 blend, but I think they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, but that's what Larceny normally is.
I know, I get it.
It's not,
but everyone wants to say
no.
This is better. This is this, and then I got to go here.
In my head, I'm trying not to compare it, because that Elijah that we just had was absolutely phenomenal. It really was, but this
I wouldn't be sad
very
with this.
good. It's not. I can tell you what, 126.4 proof.
It doesn't.
I don't
like
think
that.
it's drinking anywhere near that.
I'm gonna be probably down in a 108.
This is what I'm saying. I was just gonna say, if I had to guess, like if we put this up against what I remember Sweetens Cove, I was drank hotter than this. Like this is bringing me to the 110.
That one just really.
That was just hot.
I
kept going back to it. It wasn't bad. It was just hot to be hot.
I guess
it just didn't drink.
I guess it never hit me like that.
Nice. It drank hot. You know, to the point where Steve brought it over. It's like I will not open this bottle again. This is just too hot. But I mean, this just keeps getting better and better. There's a difference in this too. Like, there's variations in my head. Don't get me wrong; it's 100% in my head of like the depth of a caramel, and this is like a lighter, brighter version of a caramel. Where the Elijah is that dark.
I was going to say it's a fruity.
Molasses.
It's like a fruitier caramel.
Correct. That's a good way to describe it.
Because
I don't know if I get so much of a fruit, but it's more like of a
you're not gonna
like
get
a Werther's
apple.
candy, like light and bright, not like a heavy, thick, rich.
I guess you could almost go with the candy apple, the green apple.
Right.
And you already took a bite, so now you get a little hint of the apple with the caramel.
You're getting a sugar daddy, not a sugar baby. You know what I mean? Where you get with like the old. I still don't even know that. You say they still make them. I haven't seen a sugar daddy in forever. Like when you remember as a kid,
I'll have to get you.
And we got like the big sugar
I don't know.
daddies.
Well, you got to go to like a country
No,
store.
I know, but do you remember we used to get those like?
Because I'd get that all the time because it would last forever.
Yeah, because you could take a bite of it and suck on it for days
Crack
and
it.
just throw it back in the fridge and get it later.
Somehow we always end up in a reminiscing story.
Well,
This is actually getting way
bringing
better.
me to the no. It at every sip.
I am not disappointed. This is another one
Not
I
at
may
all.
have to seek out
Not at all.
when it finally makes it to the state.
In theory, it's supposed to be on its way, but
Yeah, I know.
According to all
This
the people.
week, according to my people,
I
which
know.
the Elijah didn't make it, so don't quote me on my people. But
the funny thing is even though we're quoting it, we are.
they were told by their distributor it's coming up last week, and it didn't.
Right now,
this
I
one's
forget
this
the
week.
exact date, but
I don't
I mean
believe
we're
it
in the
is.
middle to the end of October,
Oh, yeah.
and this was supposed to come out in September. You know what I mean? So
It's a far truck to New England.
That's the same thing with. We've been on a hunt too. I would love to try to Maker's cellar age. I don't think that's ever coming to Massachusetts. We haven't had enough time. We didn't get the. If it wasn't for super fan of the channel, Steve, 90% of them wood ones up there we wouldn't even have.
We'd
because
have
he got them in every other state
the
but
46,
Massachusetts.
A regular 101, and a store pick. That's what comes to here. Mm-hmm. Unless maybe like you said,
And even
his is Rhode Island, New York,
Yeah.
and Virginia. So
It's a total different taste. That the Elijah and the Larceny, total different feel, total different. But man,
I
for
am very much enjoying
$65, this is a proofy one that doesn't taste proofy. You know what I mean? But it comes with a ton of flavor, a good viscosity, and really, if you are a Larceny fan, this is bringing this is going to be right up there. I will say we did the best of Elijah and best of Larceny of last year, and C won both of them.
they did.
Coincidentally, you know what I mean. So I'll be shocked if they don't again, because I don't remember I don't remember not liking either one of these two though.
No,
You
but
know
I
what
don't
I mean?
remember.
A
I
or
don't
B.
remember the flavor being as. I don't know. This one's jumping out. This is.
It is definitely because I always think in my head, and it's hard to do, but like when you drink a Larceny, it's kind of like when you say about Booker's, like the nose doesn't jump out as much and stuff like that.
really doesn't.
Larceny has always been the same way. It's like a slow startup.
No, this- not
it's
this
usually
one.
like not on the nose, but when you drink it, you're like, wow, that's good. But this one dove right out of the
It
glass. And
And I don't think, honestly, I have not touched either of the Larcenys since we've had them.
I haven't either. I haven't touched any of these years. Honestly, I haven't touched.
I don't even think I've touched, maybe I touched one Elijah.
In fact, I'm going to have to start rearranging them because I can't even fit another bottle on the second row because between Makers, Elijah, and Larceny, we're running out of room. Like, second row is full.
What's that day? It only took us a year and a half.
No, it's just
Or
one of them
longer?
things. Well,
Just a few nickels, too,
Because I keep trying to keep them. Well, what if? But then again, those are the ones like I try not to touch, and then you're like, where did that bottle go? I'm like, try not to touch these because you can't get these again. That's the whole reason.
That is, I get it. That's why the whole book shelf is pretty well. We'll eventually go back to it and try something else. With
Yeah,
it.
when someone comes over the house, I'll gladly break them out and drink with them. You know what I mean? But I don't like when I'm just sitting by myself. Cheers and myself at night. I don't usually break into the good ones. I try to stay off of them. But the more I keep drinking this, the better this keeps going. And I will say, I know some people aren't a fan of the Weeders. It really does take that. There's no
it does seem to tame them
peppery.
down.
It's not hot. It just drinks. I mean,
What
it's
is-
120. It's almost 130 proof. It's 126.4
What is the
proof.
MSRP really quote? Is it
$59.99, I believe. Was right around $60.
And
Is
this
what
was Rhode Island?
this was Rhode
So
Island.
that's their tax probably.
But it wasn't even. It didn't even. At that point, I was like, get it, because we've yet to see it.
No.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is what they regularly sell down there for it, but I mean, even our stores, it's it could be.
It's gonna be- it's
We've
gonna be
paid
close,
upwards of $70 for a Larceny before. In fact, I think we paid over it once just to. Because we were running, I started getting nervous. I mean, you were in October, and if you're not seeing them, are they gonna come? You never know.
I do talk to the guys, and they're like, it should be on this truck. It should be on this truck. And then that truck comes, and it's not on that truck. And they're like, sorry, they told me. They call that little guy and say what you said.
Right.
Put it on the next one.
So in order to do a video a day, we do have a small window because someone took like a month off over here. So we do have a small.
Did not.
I rounded up. So we do have a small window of video. So I will end up bumping one. So if we start talking about a whiskey you never heard of yet, you'll know why. On there, I don't remember all the ones we refer back to every once in a while.
I think the ones we've done lately, they won't hear about.
No, well, there might be a couple that we referred to, but. It is what it is.
Mine's a
I'm gonna
terrible
try to. I'm gonna try to get this one out though. This one is a definite for
it's getting
$60
sweeter.
to $70. This is a buy all day long.
I agree.
Because I go back to you don't want 126 proof. This is just a flavor bomb. You drop a couple
and
drops in
just
there,
think-
throw it on an ice cube. But it doesn't drink hot.
No,
it really does.
And
I'd say
think of
being
how
a-
many of those little guys that we've tried at $60 and 84 proof and mild.
These are the ones I try not to refer everything back to, because when you get down to, you can't beat this dollar for dollar,
No.
pound for pound, proof for proof.
Well,
when you come to
even go back to like the ones everyone's seeking out. The what's the ones you just did? The Magnus, $100.
I did like the Magnus though. I did like it, but I'm going to put it to the test. But the difference,
I'm just saying.
I agree with you. No, I 100% agree with you.
It's pretty pricey. Is it going to outdo this one? I don't know if it's going to
because it only sits at 100 proof. I mean, we can go to Knob for the same thing. 6 to 8 year blend. You can get a Knob 9 for $35.
I get a Knob store pick.
You can get a
For
Knob
60
store
bucks.
pick for the one we had was $45 when we bought that thing. So
I'll go 60 round it up.
I agree with you. Some people don't like the proof. The Magnus was good, but I 100% agree with you. I believe we said on it, it's good, but it's pricey.
We did.
You know what I mean?
And
I
it's-
agree with that.
I would get. I'd always
100%. Anyone?
Okay.
I agree with you
We're on the
100%.
same. That's
ABC of any year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This
I
knows
think
everything.
would compete. The same thing with the Remus. We paid upwards of $100 for the Remus, and it again, you're at 100 proof, and
It's not
the
smoke.
down.
It's not going to smoke this. I don't even.
No,
think
I
it's-
think this would actually beat it.
There's
If
where I'm
push the
going,
shove,
but- and we made
flavor-wise,
it try all. He's a top dollar little guy.
Well, you know what?
But
Because
it's not the little guy. He's a bigger guy because he can make it that much.
and again, if you want to see anything like that, leave a comment down below. We are going to do the Battle of the Larceny, and we are going to do the Battle of Elijah. But I do like the fact that lately you guys took us out of our comfort zone, and you're putting us into battles that I didn't think would go. No, honestly, because I always try to keep proofs
No,
around
and
each other. But
both
you know
of
what?
us did,
It's not
actually.
my job to proof it down. It's their job to put it at what people want to drink. So if we put it a 124 proof against an 80 proof, it's your fault for watering the whole thing down. It didn't come off the still at
No,
80
I get
proof.
it.
You know what I mean?
that.
So
and we've had a couple lately.
where it's been hard to tell
80,
the
90
proofs.
proofs, and they did hold their own.
Right,
So-
it's hard to tell when you go and you think it would be that
because this
easy
drink's
to pull them off.
fairly mellow.
But- so overall, we'll keep it short and sweet because I know I always run into a bunch of long ones because I
is a
babble
long
on.
one.
But it is already a long one. But honestly, if you are any kind of a fan of Larceny, because there are some Larceny haters. If you're a Larceny hater,
I was gonna say,
I'm telling
even
you, this is
I'd
delicious.
say give
For
it a try.
$65. And again, it's supposed to be a $59 price tag. If you can find it at MSRP, I agree with you 100%. There's a lot of bottles that, I mean, what was the one I just sampled the other day that you did it, that we got it in Maine that was like almost $100, and it was a 1-year-old product. You know what I mean? So,
So
and it was half the proof.
That's
You
what I'm
know
saying.
what I mean?
That's
So,
what,
no,
that's what
you-
my cycle's on. If you're gonna spend the money, it's great to go see the local guys. That's great, and try to support them. I agree with that 100%. But you're not gonna go wrong.
Bang
here.
for your buck. This is right up there with one of the better ones. It'd be interesting, and we did it last year, and we can always do it again to see. Maybe we'll take the 2 winners of last year and the 2 winners of this year, and once we figure out who wins of Elijah Larceny, and throw them all in a Sunday fun day in the future. So don't steal that idea if you're watching it. But that being said,
If you are, give us a little kickback.
yeah, not even monetary. A little shout out would work for that we came up with the idea. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.
I'm so proud of this guy that stole it with the whole Larceny. He went down and stole the thing. He did a great job.